Hey everyone, I'm Sarah.
I'm Lucinda.
And welcome back to another color class. And today's color class is Diane von Furstenberg, collaboration with Target. And we're going to be looking at each of the patterns that they have and doing a little seasonal color analysis to see who can wear what.
And I have to say, I have a story about Diane von Furstenberg.
I already know what you're going to say.
I'm a mom. I have to tell these stories.
And we have the same stories.
Yes. So Sarah and I were out shopping. It was like 10 years ago. I don't know.
It's been a while.
Mm-hmm. And we love to shop at thrift stores and find treasures. And so Sarah comes running over to me and she goes, Mom. And she had this really cute dress. Really cute.
Mm-hmm. It was like floral. It had a bunch of different colors and pattern. It was, beautiful.
Kind of 60s swirly, you know. And she says, is this a Diane von Furstenberg? And I was like, no, it's probably a copy.
I mean, I'd already seen the tag. I knew.
I was like, oh, it's probably a copy. And she goes, it's got the hologram. And I was like, wow, we found a Diane von Furstenberg. Amazing. And so she got it.
It was like $7.99, and I think that day
Half
it was
of
like
that,
half
50
off. Yeah, unbelievable
$3.50.
deal. What a
Yes.
steal. It was an amazing dress. The only problem was it was just slightly too big for me. But I wore it.
That's right, because she had an original Diane von Furstenberg, and she was going to wear that bad boy.
Yes.
And she was like strapping it up with belts and.
Well, it came with a belt. So
Yeah, that's what I meant.
There we go. It was perfect. Exactly what I needed.
Anyway, back to the subject at hand.
Now we can all get our
Yes.
hands on a Diane von Furstenberg
Yes,
dress.
and you can probably get it in your size. You don't have to have an oversized Diane von Furstenberg because she has collaborated with Target.
And you can get it in your season.
You can get
Maybe.
one of them in your
Yeah.
season, unless you're a winter, in which case you can get the whole collection.
Right. So looking at that first dress, this sea twig blue, this is probably the only summer option that they offer, but it's cute.
It is cute, and I think, and I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I want our color analysts out there to tell me if I'm right or wrong. It might be okay for a spring. Maybe.
What I'm seeing, it's a little, no, it's not vibrant enough.
Maybe too cool.
Yeah, it doesn't have enough periwinkle in there.
I'm grasping at straws here because
We're
you'll
trying,
see as
I
we go
know.
through all of these patterns, there's not a lot there. But moving on.
And then next we have the Aero Geo Green, which very winter, even though some of the colors in here, like the soft blue that's in there and the green could be used for a summer, that pattern is just way too contrasty.
Busy. So remember, if you're summer, you're soft. If you're an autumn, you're soft. If you're a
Winter.
if you're winter, please buy 5.
Yeah.
If you're what did I say? Spring.
You need spring.
Spring. Yeah, it's not for you. You're bright, and this is definitely not bright. This is clear.
Right. So winters, here is first of many for you. Moving on to the vintage weave neutral. Again, winters. This one is for you.
Yes, except for the cool winter. I don't know if this is the right blend of
Just
pattern.
with that softer brown,
Yes.
that like smoky
Yes.
taupey color.
So deep winters, yes. Clear winters, maybe. But deep winters, I absolutely approve. Now, are we moving on?
Ginkgo cherry tomato.
Well, first of all, let me just say, this doesn't look like a ginkgo to me. Whoever named this ginkgo, this pattern is a poppy. It's not a ginkgo. So
Isn't the flower a ginkgo?
ginkgos are trees, and that's a
what
poppy.
are the leaves though?
Well, the leaves
I
are
thought-
exactly like other patterns that we'll see further along.
I feel like that leaf is a ginkgo, but I'm not a plant person at all.
Well, we're about to see a ginkgo, and when we get to the ginkgo, we will compare because I think this is a poppy.
Okay. But speaking of color, if you see a word like tomato in the shade, that usually means it's a warmer red. So tomato can be a giveaway, but when you see cherry in the name, that usually means it's a cooler red. So right now,
but together a cherry tomato is red. However, this is more like tomato soup with cream or something, like a creamy tomato soup, because it's more of a salmon.
Yeah, it has like a touch of coral, but it's not pink enough. It's kind of like right in there, but perfect for springs. You got something for your season. And normally we wouldn't encourage you to go with the pure white. That's kind of an issue, but overall, I think it's okay. Remember, your season is bright, and I think this is bright, so I think it would be appropriate. You know what I just saw? Look at that line where the skin meets the dress. There's a white line.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
That might turn the skin tone a little too cool on a spring.
I don't know. I cannot tell you. It's kind of a strange. I don't know. I can't say. So I worry that is pure white. But you have some options. If you're bright, one
wash and it will probably turn a little like peachy. So
our listeners at home may actually sort their laundry and put colors together. We don't do that.
All right. Sorry, TMI, but sea spots black. I wonder what season this is for.
So funny? Yeah, it's for winter. But you know what cracks me up about this? It cracks me up when you say sea spots black, because I want to hear sea spot run. And that kind of like pops into my head. But sea spots, it's a little weird. Maybe that pattern is coral.
Yeah, you can see
what is a sea spot anyway?
Well, you see like the coral print, and I'm assuming fish or
sea spots.
Yeah, sea spots.
Whatever.
That's good name, guys. Sea spots.
All right. Well, maybe Diane von Furstenberg didn't collaborate on the names of these. Perhaps she just did the design.
All right. So once again, winters. And enjoy this collection.
Pink Modern
because
Geo.
Here we go. Pink Modern Geo. When I first saw this, I was thinking, you know what? I bet you this is the pink is leaning cool.
Not to mention the fact it's got the thing that makes it kind of an optical effect. It's got an orangey color, like that salmon color. So in theory, if you close one eye and blur the other eye, maybe it would go a little warm. It doesn't. It's like pure Pepto-Bismol.
I was trying so hard. I was like, maybe the photographer just had some cool lighting. I bet you it's a warmer pink. No, it's
Barbie pink.
Yeah, winters, you got it again.
Baker Miller.
Oh, yeah. There's a whole story on Baker Miller pink. We might have to do a show on that.
We should.
But
just here's a teaser. Be sure to hit subscribe, because when we do this particular show, we will tell you the story of how jail cells started being painted Baker Miller pink.
Yeah. But back to this dress.
Yeah. Winters, enjoy. Let's move along.
Yeah. All right. Yellow poppy.
All you springs out there saying, oh, yellow poppy sounds like something that's just for me.
Nope. It is not. It is a very cool yellow. It's that citrus, that lemon.
Yeah, it's not. And the background, you think, well, the background, the yellow is like casting off onto the background. It's looking a little blue in the photo. It's not. Close up, it's not. It's like almost a black.
Yeah, it's like a soft black. It's just The green is a cool green. The whole thing. It's too much contrast. So winters, enjoy. Once again, we are jealous of you.
And I know you're getting tired of me hearing me say this, but that's not a poppy. It's a pansy. And as we move on, let's move on. Let's just move on to the next one.
All right.
This one
Neutral poppy.
is a neutral poppy. It's not a poppy. It is a pansy.
Oh, no.
Or a black-eyed Susan. It is not a poppy.
Oh, here we go.
And I have nothing else to say. These are not poppies.
Well, before you get too upset, this neutral poppy is for winter as well. You have the black and white contrast. Even though there's a little bit of brown in there, it's a cool brown. It's like a stone color. Mm-hmm. Winters, enjoy.
Yeah, it'll be pretty. Once again, deep winters, I feel you rocking this. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, and then ginkgo green.
Wait. This is the shape of a ginkgo leaf.
Oh.
Now, if we look at the other pattern,
let me scroll back.
Not a ginkgo leaf.
Oh yeah. Okay, so it has that bottom little part.
In fact, maybe that's like an ancient Egyptian lotus, perhaps, but it is not a ginkgo.
Ooh.
As those other poppies were not poppies.
So is this a ginkgo?
It is a ginkgo.
Okay. All
Finally, we have a ginkgo.
So now I understand the difference of a ginkgo and whatever is on our cherry tomato dress. Okay. Got it. So ginkgo green. What's
also just a fun fact about ginkgos? They're the oldest living tree.
Oh. Interesting. But what about this dress
Off
color?
topic.
I know. What about this dress color is the key?
It's the green is just it's not, it doesn't have enough brightness or warmth for springs. I want to give it to you.
I know. I was trying so hard. Like, how could, and even a summer, I was like, maybe.
It's not good. Not enough blue. It's not there. And
it's close.
If any of you guys go and try it on, we'd love to get a picture from you about how it looks on you. Yeah. Because once again, I see somebody with black hair wearing this.
Maybe, it would be stunning.
Yeah, green eyes. It's just not. I'm thinking blondes. Well, if you look at the photograph, look at how pale the skin looks against that green, that particular green. So. I'm not there for any other season other than winter.
Yeah, and then even the ginkgo yellow, it's not warm enough for any of our warm seasons. Yeah, it's just
too citrusy.
Right.
So again, winters, have fun shopping, unless you like that original blue that we showed you, and that would work for a summer. Mm-hmm. And
our cherry tomato would work for a spring. Mid-tone autumn, I think, could get away with it. Yeah. Possibly.
For summer, when everything's bright. Mm-hmm. Again, I just want to remind everybody that you don't if you find something you absolutely love and it makes you feel good, wear it. Because really, when everything is said and done, the reason we want you in your proper colors is so you feel amazing. Absolutely. And if something's just a little bit off, but you still feel amazing in that outfit, go for it.
Absolutely. All right, that's the key, is we just want to make you feel good.
Yeah,
that's it.
Absolutely.
All right, so we hope you've enjoyed this Diane von Furstenberg collaboration with Target and dissecting the colors. We really want to hear if you guys like these types of videos, because sometimes we do them and we're like, I don't know if it's you enjoy
we
like
do them on
commentary.
request, actually.
Right, and so
then people seem to love them. So one of the things that we want to ask you a favor. We want to ask you to subscribe to this channel and communicate with us, because when we're teaching color, we want to know what you need to know.
Right.
And that's very important to us. So if you like it, we know that, this is the kind of content you want to see again. Plus, the YouTube algorithms, they'll pick it up and show it a little bit more, and we'll get more feedback. And then, of course, we want you to subscribe because we've got some very cool things coming up. Like we've got, we're doing a deep dive into Taylor Swift's wardrobe for
her Eras tour.
And the colors in that. And that has been a pure joy to put together. So I cannot wait for you to see that. And in order to see that and know that it's gone up, you have to subscribe and you'll get a notification.
Of course. So thank you for joining us today. I'm Sarah.
I'm Lucinda.
And this has been another color class, and we'll see you in the next video.